I am so late. I have no excuses. I was on time. I was sitting right over there and I fell asleep. I fell asleep at about 5 minutes to when I should have started setting up the computer. There is no excuse that I could possibly come up with that would explain any of that. Purely just fell asleep like an innocent child with a clean conscience. That's what happened. The innocence report.
That was very distasteful of me, and I apologize.
That was very distasteful. So what's going to happen is I'm going to drink a little red lemonade and we're going to get started. 20 minutes late. Can you believe it? Well, the good news is I've had a little nap. I realize now I only had one coffee today. That's what went wrong. My word, 6 symbols. My word. Hold on. Turn off. Okay. We couldn't possibly comment on that on a PG-13 stream. Now, in fairness, we're not a PG-13 stream, but we still probably shouldn't we can't have that kind of stream. It's not that kind of stream. Oops. Whoops. Oppum Gundam style. We won't be having any of that kind of stream. Okay. Load, where are we? How far did we get? Find Weretha? And whatever null. Well, this guy isn't whatever null. This guy... Okay.
Hey.
Hey. What?
Yes. Hey.
How may I help?
Ready, Watcher. Ready, Watcher. You need an Arctic fox of your own.
How may I help?
Oh. You want to talk with us?
Gone all right. You and I are stuck with our awakenings. Not quite the news I was hoping for.
If those Delgaman are right. I just want to be rentier? Retired? A renter? I'm not sure where your 6 symbols. Look, here's the key thing. The horse does not want to work. He must be broken to the plow. No one, yeah. Okay. Passive income survival. That's it. Aloth is surprised. We're stuck with our awakenings. It just means we gotta focus on finding Theos. I'm concerned about you. How are you taking this? We're stuck with memories and personality from ages ago. How are you taking this?
Oh, the knowledge that a barely civilized bumpkin will share my mind and body for the rest of my life? That's kind of you to ask. I'd always believed that Islamir was an ailment I could cure myself of one day.
A rent seeker.
But now, to think she'll be around forever.
You've been awakened for decades now. Do you really think anything would change? She's not that bad. I can't imagine having her in my head. Did you really think anything would change?
I suppose not, but Hope is an unchaste mistress.
Hope is an unchaste mistress. On the bright side, I've got plenty of time to figure out how to deal with her. You've got to make that decision, Alos. What do you think? Your whole life, you've been taking orders. If you can assert your authority over her, you'll never have to be anyone else. Like it or not, she's part of you. She could be a source of strength if you learn to work with her.
It's strange. I've lived with her most of my life, and I've always seen her as an adversary. It should have occurred to me the day she stood up to my father. But there's something about being too close to a situation to see it clearly. It will be a relief to stop fighting her.
Even as he says it, something struggles with him. A muscle of his face twitches and his skin quivers. His eyes roll back into his skull, exposing slivers of white. Sweat beads and glistens on his forehead. After several seconds, he sighs and looks back at you. That wasn't as difficult as I expected. I think deep down I'd always hoped to find a solution somewhere. When I was a child, I always thought my mother would come home with a mysterious cure, or that my father, without knowing it, would somehow send her away just as he'd called her forth. I can't pretend that I didn't spend years of my arcane training hoping that one day my instructors would have the answer somewhere in his grimoire. When I joined the Leaden Key, I forgot he was in the Leaden Key, I hoped and believed that with enough loyal service, I'd gain the ear of someone in the organization who could help me. Even when I met you and realized your unique talents, I hoped that you might be able to reach into my soul in some way. I've seen you do with many others. I've been looking for someone else to solve my problem, and now I realized I've got to face it on my own. That's how it's supposed to be. You search for answers elsewhere and you find them in yourself. Most people need that kind of guidance. You don't. I've been with you the whole way. I still am. You haven't been on your own. I got you through Brackenberry, remember? I've been with you the whole way. I still am.
That means a great deal to me. Truly.
Decisions.
That reminds me of something else the Delamgon said. About the gods not being real.
Did they say that? They didn't tell us to pray to the gods, so that they did tell us to pray. They can't be entirely true. I don't know what they meant.
It's just... I can't help but worry at the state we'd be in if that was somehow true. if there were no power guiding us in this life and shepherding us to the next?
Don't think about it. I'm sure we'd find our way on our own. Just hope it's not the case. Then Izuma would be a happy accident and you'd have no one to blame for her. I'm sure we'd find our own way. Just do stuff. Stuff happens and you do things. That's what happens. That's how life works.
I hope you're right.
Oh, we stopped. Let's discuss something else. So you've made peace with Isilmir. What's that like? Relaxing, more so than I expected. As contentious as she is, I'm imagining letting her in would merely unleash a torrent. But now that I'm not fighting her, it seems like she isn't fighting me. You were right. I found much to learn from her. How may I be of service? That's all.
Yes?
Did he gain some special abilities from that? That would be cool. Like you just got like a little like, oh, you've made peace with Isilmir. Now you get a split personality mode or something. 90% of life is just showing up.
Hey.
It's worth doing something badly if it's worth doing it all.
Of course.
The Ethic Null welcomes your presence. Supplicants. Essence taken by force may sustain one, but essence given freely empowers many. Smoke curls up from the charred skeletons. This is some kind of blood cult. We spoke to them briefly on Friday. A dwarven man stands motionless near the roaring fire and lights the cavern. Your sacrifice feeds the land, supplicants. Come forth. A gust of smoke curls around him, licking the charred flesh that bulges on his forearms. Suddenly, they flex. Estamor. The dwarf holds his fist in a tight grip. Your kin doesn't come here to share with the tribes. What do you want? Tell me about the Ethic Null. That's who we are. As I said, Estamor rarely visit our halls. Our order has thrived for generations. Before we came to Twin Elms, our rights fed the lands of the Eastern Mountains. Now we share blood for the Ilgafa. To everything that must end, our sacrifices bring new beginning. We sustain what's to come. Tell me about the sacrifices. Everything must die to return anew, Estamor. Through the sacrificial rites, we offer supplicants the honor of giving their most precious gift back to their brethren, back to the land. They're just vampires. The dwarf lifts his fists, thick and mottled by red scars. The blood gives us strength. Even Gilfahans have come to depend on the blood paint. They brim with power before battle, all thanks to the sacrifices of their kin. What is this place? The Gilfahans call this the Blood Sands. We call it home. The Ethic Null have tended the land from within this cave since before the arrival of the tribes to Twin Elms. Be warned, Estamor, we bleed life to nurture it. Our sacrifices may strike you as savage, but the health of these lands depends on them. It is unseemly for guests to insult their hosts. Goodbye. Remember, Estamor, you're a guest. Respect our ways and we'll tolerate your presence. Oh, someone called Naka. Oh, free vegetables. The petitioner before you is swaddled in loose-fitting robes. Then why isn't she animated in robes? Her hair is greasy and matted. A glossy film of sweat and grime coats her exposed skin. She has swollen features of pregnancy and several missing teeth in her big grinning smile. As you approach, she slowly turns to you and examines you from head to toe, smiling the entire time. Joyous day to you. she says. Despite coming from a wearied body, her voice sounds resonant and relaxed. I am Naka, midwife and lore keeper. Her hands run across the slight bulge in her belly. She rolls her head back and sighs in a relaxed purr. Are you feeling well? Flawless, she replies. Apologies. I should be left to my meditations. The rite of strengthening is invigorating, almost overwhelming to the senses. She reaches down and cradles her belly with her hands and turns away. Okay. Greatness requires sacrifice. Okay, that's weird.
Slow and silent.
Okay, creepy pregnant lady.
Laying low.
See, this is... look, I knew there would be something secret here. 4 lockpicks. Okay,
Hey.
good news. Flame blights. Okay.
Slow and silent.
Keeper, chanter. Okay. No one can see us now. Fine hide armor, pearls, take it all. Benevolent, clever, diplomatic, passionate, rational, honest, deceptive. Okay, no one saw us stealing, so we don't have a reputation for stealing. Okay, we gotta time this perfect.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. We don't want anyone to see us do this. So when that lore keeper goes away, we rob this box. Oh, he's come into the room. He's not gonna go away. Okay, he's going away.
I'll
Go
see
for
what
it.
I can do.
Oh, wait for the circles. Okay. There's always more coming. Okay, when that guy goes,
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
well, that wasn't worth it. Ugh. It hasn't damaged our reputation because no one saw us do it.
Of course.
That's how it works.
Laying low.
So the key thing is map the whole thing out before we get in any fights. Supplicants, keepers. Okay. Every so often we
I shall be
sneak when we
discreet.
think there's a location. Oh, look, there's blood pulled on the floor here. That looks like a secret door. Here, look at this. Look at this.
Aye?
Right? Look at these blood prints.
Indeed.
Blood. 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 Wall.
I shall be discreet.
And we found a button. Okay, so let's...
Hey.
All of the Anamfa have called upon the Ethnic Null for Warpaint at some point. The Ethnic Null first allowed to make the Warpaint in the White March and were banished for it. Don't worry, Estimor. All who sacrifice are do so willingly. There is no greater honor than dying for the tribe. If some fall in battle, how is this different? All of the Anamfa called on the Estimor. Okay. They say the Ethnic Null. Okay, yeah,
Hey.
okay. Right. It's like Scooby-Doo cartoons, yeah. Okay, we're not going to open this... Ah, fuck it. Quick save. Open it. Doo-doo. Okay.
Ready, Watcher. Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
And what does the flame
Trap
reveal?
detected. Trap detected. Cannot disarm the trap. No.
The work of a moment.
Magic gloves. Hold on. Flasks of war paint.
Indeed.
Okay. So we can't trigger... We can't activate... We can't disable this trap. He didn't know what it was. He's never seen that room before in his life. Right. Who is the best person to trigger this trap, given we can't disable it? It's the person with the most hit points, which is the fighter.
Hey.
Secret location discovered. Fire sacrifice chamber.
Hey.
Is there anything we can do to give him, like, fire resistance or an ability to soak better?
What?
Can you cast, like, take half damage? Okay, never mind.
Hey.
We'll just risk it. This guy's just looking at us in that room. Okay. Activate this power and then open it. He took like no damage. The trap just missed him. Pillar of Holy Fire missed him. Okay, we get some magic boots. Hold on. A Rite of Hidden Wonders which gives us +3 mechanics for 120 seconds. That's amazing. Can we make this scroll? More blood potions. We now have enough to give everyone one. Boots of speed. What? Okay, what gloves did we get? We got Blood Testament gloves. +2% raw damage per wound. Usable only by monk. Josh, we don't have any monks, Josh. Hey, Josh, how are you holding up? A monk from the Abbey of the Cloven Wheel mastered suffering by taxing her body to the limits each day. Such was her discipline that her sensitivity to pain and her ability to redirect it reached heights previously unknown to her order. Following her death in battle, the fellows of the Abbey gave her bloodied hand bandages a place of honor in their great hall. An unknown thief stole the bandages, along with several other relics, in 2802. Since then, the wrappings have circulated amongst various monks of different orders. We can't use them, they're useless to us. Boots of speed, though, +3 movement speed. You have boots +30 against prone attacks. I'm gonna give him boots of speed instead. Give him boots of speed instead. So we can't make these scrolls. We can't make these scrolls of hidden lore. Honey Orchard Oolong. Oolong! Can't. No, don't say that. That's too loud. Hurt my face. +3 mechanics. We had one that did lore. Rites are a special type of magical scroll. The ritual contained in the scroll allows the reader to grant specific skill bonuses to his or her allies for a long duration. I mean, I like it. I'm happy that we have it. But I kind of want more of them. Okay. 20 seconds of extra accuracy, extra damage, and extra maximum endurance. I mean, like, it's... We have one blood bottle per person. We should separate them out at some point. Okay.
Laying low.
Of course.
Oh man, there's a lot going on here. They're sacrificing people all over the building. Arch-Jewish Reshtin. I'm clearly missing part of the building. Fire sacrifice chamber. Blood sacrifice chamber. Heat emanating from this pool threatens to singe the flesh from your face. No one cares that we're sneaking about. Orchid, not orchard. Oh my god. I'm the worst reader in the world. The gift of sacrifice transmits blood to water and essence to power. As the flesh of one nourishes the many, really strengthens those that come to us. Prayer against bewilderment, lots of money. They just have money lying around the shop. For the ones that will come to us, for the ones that will come to us, for the ones that will come to us. The flesh of the... Okay. Okay. A floral sweet note that is delightful. Nice. Okay, I think we just have to kill these people. I mean, like... They have so much stuff just lying around. Now we're going to talk to the Archdruid and say God wants you dead, and then we're going to kill them.
Hey.
We're just mapping out the area so we know what to fight. Not as delightful as guessing the wrong snack. Oh my god. There's a keeper following us. Is he gonna let us... Is he gonna go away so we can loot this box? He's not. Keeper Warda. Okay, this person is on their own, so let's risk talking to them.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Builder's wisdom to you. The elderly dwarf blinks at you, not quite looking at you. Her eyes are pale and clouded with cataracts. Welcome to Blood Sands. It's rare that an Estamore sets foot in these caverns. What brings you here? What do you do here? I sell and maintain certain goods for the preservation of our order, and I will perform some of our ritual sacrifices. Something more? How do these sacrifices work? Like any worthwhile ritual, it's too complex to explain in detail. It involves clotting the supplicant's essence, binding it to their lifeblood, drawing it into a container or vessel. Tell me about the Blood Sands. This, the raw, bloody heart of Ilgerfa, where some come to give their essence back to the people. Her dry lips bend in a sardonic grin, where others seek a noble escape from their trials. The legacy of the builders to the tribes was not merely Adra or stone, but a sense of community, and it is here that the Gilfahans come to sacrifice what is most precious, even their own lives, to preserve it. What have you got for sale? She sells war paint, which we've already got a load of. Potions of major endurance, potions of iron skin. That's kind of it. Can we sell her some trash? She'll take vendor trash. We can sell her all this crucible armor. Our collection of many hats. Not selling any of that. That's others. Not selling any of that. Not selling any of that. We're not selling anything, lady. We're not buying anything.
Hey.
Okay. No.
Of course.
Okay. Right. So this room. Oh, excellent. Chanter. So there was a corridor here I missed. Keeper, Chanter. Lots of blood pots.
They won't see me coming.
The halls are not for the weak of spirit. That's a lot of money and a scroll of Moonwell. Oh, we don't know what Moonwell does. Moonwell, plus 12 endurance, plus 10 all defenses for 20 seconds. Friendly AoE. Oh, okay, I thought it was an attack. The bravest sons and daughters fall not by the swords of Estermore, but by the daggers of their brethren. Yeah, okay, these people gotta go. Okay. We've looked at the fire chamber. All who make these sacrifices do so willingly. Essence within to nurture the flesh out without the strengthening it. Okay. Okay.
As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of these guys. Like, they've convinced people to sacrifice their blood and lives and essence, right? In a setting where you're supposed to have some kind of circle of life, death, and rebirth. I mean, is it using up their souls when they do this? Where are the rest of the souls coming from? Yes, the elf's voice is high, but even. The dwarf grips a hatchet in both hands and raises it over his head. He throws his shoulders forward and swings the weapon into the elf's chest, connecting with a meaty thump. Blood gushes around the blade, and the sacrifice's screams rend the air. Aurak's shadow! She looks over her shoulder at Canna. I hope you weren't watching. Why does she not want Canna to see that? Despite his earlier agreement, the elf thrashes upon the stone table, his torso arching, while his arms and legs remain tied in place. Meanwhile, the dwarf spreads his arms wide and allows the blood to spatter on his robes. When the elf is finally silent and still, the dwarf pulls his hatchet from the body and wipes it on his hem. I think I preferred these rites when they were only words upon a page. Why did I look? It's not as if I didn't expect it.
Hey.
Streaks of red and brown and globs of tissue have worked themselves into the minute areas of this stone. Okay.
Shh.
Okay. The dwarf wears crimson robes that are stained and streaked with dark patches. His face is smooth, but lacking youthful elasticity. It is as if the lines and wrinkles have been formed and erased many times over. He watches you with eyes like two black pits as he wipes his hatchet on his robes. Hail, Estamor!
No one comes to Blood Sands without a purpose. What is yours?
Bereth believes it is time you paid your dues. Who are you?
I am the Archdruid of the Ethic Null. For centuries it has been my duty to guide our rituals and guard our knowledge.
Centuries.
It is work that requires a certain resilience, but it is not without its benefits.
Oh, Jesus. Special benefits, eh? His eerily smooth face is motionless as he watches you. You murdered a man right here. Your simplistic morals do not apply here, Estamor. Murder does not enter into it.
It was a sacrifice, and one willingly entered into. The survival of all things depends on balance. Give and take.
Yeah, but you're always taking and you're never giving? This principle lies at the heart of all power. Expending something of value releases energy. Energy that can be channeled by those who know how. All kith, whether or not they care to admit it, practice this. We take the yield of the land and the flesh of the beasts to live. We give our blood and sweat to propagate things we desire. According to Barath, you haven't done much giving. Then he can descend from the mighty pantheon and tell him myself. Actually, that's why I'm here. Forget it. Tell me more about the Ethic Null. We are a druidic... Hold on, I might have missed something. We are a druidic order that has been in Twin Elms since Ingwithian times. Our founders came from the White March, seeking a place where we might practice our beliefs that we should steal people's blood in peace, as it were. Unlike most of our Gilfahan brethren, we seek answers in the world around us, rather than in the teaching of the gods. I'm beginning to see why Barath is less than fond of this fellow. We believe that all life has power, and that this power can be siphoned and conducted. We are not, as some suggest, madmen and murderers. All of our rituals are conducted with willing participants, through methods that have been tested and refined over centuries. This allows us to create the war paint for which we are respected, if not loved. Huh. How are you different from the Oviates of the Golden Grove? The Golden Grove? I remember when Arona came up with that name. Used to be as green as the rest of the forest, you know. We're more similar than they'd like to admit. We both believe achieving power without the double-edged aid of the gods. But their fantasy is pure creation, something from nothing. They blind themselves to the fact that all life, from the mightiest dragon to the slimiest blade of grass, requires death. And the greatest ends require the greatest sacrifices. Some sacrifices are simply too costly. Many agree with you, and many float the idea that one life to the next, living for our finite stock of years and accomplishing nothing. I want to know more about the sacrifices. Ha! We merely believe that in giving up something of value and energy from the sacrifices can be diverted elsewhere. It is not so different from what folk practice all over the world. If you want to turn the soil or sail a ship or move a cart, you must expend energy. But we're best known for our practice of kith sacrifice. It is the most potent form of sacrifice because it releases the most energy. We distill the essence of an entire soul into raw power that can strengthen the body, fortify the mind, and extend life. More than a little different from sailing a ship. An interesting perspective, even so. Gilfans have never been half-hearted in their superstitious, are they? Okay, wait. War paint. A special unguent binding raw essence to the wearer. It grants incredible advantages in combat and has made us indispensable to the tribes. Whatever they say about our practices, almost all of them have made use of our war paint at some time or another. Fascinating indeed how most strident objections can be overcome by circumstances. Okay. I'd like to buy war paint. I'm no merchant, elf. Talk to the keeper, Wudra. She's here somewhere. Okay. Okay. He believes it's time you pay your dues. Then he can descend from the Pantheon himself. Okay, we're attacking this guy now. That's why I'm here. Attack.
Since when do the gods send mortals to collect? You're much too talkative to be the usher. This is the trouble with deities. They meddle in a world that they don't even inhabit. I hope they've promised you something better for your next life.
So that was a roll initiative moment, not a you get to monologue moment. Fuck you.
We're off.
And now we've got to fight our way out. Wow, we're dogpiling him. Okay, we've killed him. Maybe the mission wasn't to kill him. I've killed the Archdruid Restin, the dwarf from Bereth's vision. Okay. You attack this chanter.
Hey.
Okay, we've got to do this carefully. Bear.
Ready, Watcher.
Yes?
Okay, you need to knock this guy back with a book.
What?
You need to drop this just here. Just stun all these people, please. Stun all those people.
Yes?
I'm taking a risk with Lightning Bolt. When did we last save? Lightning Bolt just isn't good enough. He said it did 54 shock damage. Have I ever saved? Is saving a thing people do?
Yes?
Yes.
Aye?
Okay, you got that off. Now you want a second wind.
Ready, Watcher.
Switch to melee, attack the guy in front of you. Hey, Unforgiven, how are you holding up? I want to see where this lightning bolt goes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, we may have messed up the use of the lightning bolt. Hold on. Fire. Lightning bolt goes for a long distance. Okay.
Well?
You're shooting this thing.
Yes?
You're gonna start shooting this canter next. I don't know who you're shooting right now. Who is he shooting right now? Oh, he's reloading at the moment. Okay.
The far room beyond.
You fight that guy. You've killed him, Fox. Fight that guy.
Hey,
You fight that guy. You fight that guy. You have no target now. Bless everyone. The lightning bolt went off way down the corridor. Lightning bolt was a good spell, but it wasn't the best spell. Go get Chipper. Are they summoning more flame blights? They might be. Okay.
I'm here.
Hey, you're fighting this guy.
yes?
Who are you shooting?
How may I help?
You're targeting the chanter. Okay. Chill fog. Drop that on them. Okay.
Hey,
Ready, Watcher.
Okay. So we murdered a lot of people just now. And we're going to save after the murder. Right. Purgatory. Unique saber. 20% crit. 20% of damage returned as endurance. That is quite good. In a monastery overlooking Coldflow Lake from the foothills of the White March, there once resided a clandestine order of monks known as the Thousand Dreams. Though through a powerful form of pain-induced meditation, these monks were able to walk through their past lives as though they were dreams. Each traversed these memories in the ultimate hopes of achieving complete understanding of his or her soul's identity. They believed that after experiencing 1,000 lifetimes, total enlightenment could be achieved. The greatest of their sect was Rigolan, who had an ancient soul and was said to have walked more lifetimes than any other. But when she came to the end of her lifetimes and found there was no more experience, it became clear that she would never come to know herself completely, for there was simply not enough to learn from. Unable to accept this fate, she asked fate after her endless trials. Rigolan sought out a way to make experiences of others, to take the experiences of others for her own, that she might reach 1,000 lifetimes yet. She channeled her unquenchable hunger into her favorite sword, and it became an instrument of her will. With it, she claimed many lives in the surrounding area. Each drop of blood on her blade was a new experience, each killing blow a new lifetime for her to claim. When the rest of the 1,000 Dreams came to learn of her actions, they banded together, confronted her upon return to the temple. In the end, amid the courtyard of the slain monks, she did indeed come to understand her soul. It is said that among the many experiences contained within the blade are all of those of Rigolin herself. The blade itself is a simple saber with a worn leather grip and inset ebony hilt. The sword becomes hot to the touch when the wielder's foes are vanquished. 20% drain is fantastic. I might give that to our ranger. An exceptional hatchet. She uses hatchets. A fine hammer. We don't really use hammers. Blood blessed cultists robes. Oh, he's a Shkane cultist. Okay. Primal Rocks, Cash, exceptional robe. Exceptional robe. Okay.
Hey.
Ooh, Primal Fire, hide armor. Okay.
Hey.
Fine warbow. Fine robes, small amount of cash.
Hey.
Rite of Youthful Spirits. +3 athletics. Okay, these are getting good. And some cash. Okay, we have murdered a lot of people.
Hey.
Ooh, a topaz.
Hey.
A blade in the dark.
We're just going to do a once around looking for hidden stuff. And see if we can sneak out of the country. Are you getting the chipper in the end or not? Oh, okay, everyone is already hostile to us. Like, everyone knows we're killing their friends. Shit. We have to murder our way out. Why aren't the animals attacking? Oh, they're prone. Okay. Ooh. Loot. Just gotta take a look at this lady's stuff. So what's she using most of the time? Most of the time she's using an Atuk, which is a fast, predatory, one-handed dagger. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm going to the loo. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so the TV show I want to rewatch. I haven't seen it in years. I've forgotten the name of it. We'll remember it as we go. It's Forever Night. That's what I want to watch again. We've talked about it before. It's a TV show about a vampire who is a cop who has convinced the police force that he can only do night shift because he's allergic to the sun. Yeah, Draconic Dude. That's the one. But the reason I want to watch it is because the other vampire has a radio show. Interfering, burning lash, rending. What does interfering do? +5 deflection. But it does very little damage, but it does burn damage. But we haven't like put Kith Slaying on it. So I think the exceptional hatchet is just straight up better than this hatchet. Except that it doesn't have burning lash. It doesn't have rending. We don't know what rending does. What does rending do? 3 Dior bypass. Right, but this just does more damage. This does 3 to 4 more damage, which just does the Dior bypass anyway. Yeah. And it's yet to be enchanted, so we could still put Burning Lash on it. We could put Kith Slaying on it. It still gets better. Right? But that said, this weapon does life drain. And does a lot more damage. But you could do some more life drain. But he doesn't really take that much damage. So I'm going to give her the life draining one. Yeah. Thank you, Jimmy, for doing the shoutouts. Okay. Man, this was really an area where we could have used the traps. Okay.
All right, then.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Okay. Aider, you're to attack this thing. Everyone else is to attack this keeper.
Lava room. Beyond.
Oh god, he just werewolved up. Did you see that? I mean, he's nearly dead, but what the hell did he just use? Casts Embrace the Earth Talon.
Hey. No. X.
Ready, Watcher.
This isn't working!
This isn't working, and then everything dies.
I'll see what I can find. Of course.
Find saber, magic stuff, okay. I think we should go out this way, so as not to have to fight the pregnant lady. Quick save. Ugh.
Lava room. I shall be discreet. Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Everyone target Keeper Garost, except the bear, the fox,
Hey.
and Aider. Your job is to stop these keepers coming for us. We want to stop him casting by firing loads of stuff at him. Right. Plop that keeper. You attack that supplicant. Bear, you attack that supplicant. Okay. Everyone else is shooting Keeper. Keeper Garost really is a danger to us.
Aye?
Ready, Watcher.
Hit him with a quick damage over time.
Yes. Following your lead.
Hey.
You can do that sweeping effect. I don't think you need to. Just keep that keeper under control. Okay, we killed him. And then all these guys over here just died from wolf attacks. And like one of our guys is petrified. Who is he? Who is even petrified? Our main character's petrified, but that's fine. Okay. Ooh, a medallion. Talon's amulet. +9 will. That's not bad.
Hey.
Oh shit. More are coming. I mean, we killed so many now, it would be a shame not to go back and get some of that money.
We'll keep to ourselves.
Fine quarterstaff. Okay, he wasn't good at all.
How may I help?
Okay.
Hey.
Well, now we're just looting. Fuck it. Now, we don't want to go into that room. Because there was a pregnant lady there, and even I can't justify that. Chanters.
Lover.
Fireball? Confusion. I have no clue who we're fighting. We're fighting bees. Our main character is unconscious, covered in bees.
Lover.
Yes? Lavaru, be on...
Hit the guy in front of you with a book.
What?
Do you have a spell that gets your friend off the ground? Revive the fallen on our leader.
Oh, wait.
He's back
Well.
up. Why has it gotten dark in this area? Maybe I shouldn't be murdering all these people.
Hey. Yes?
Well?
Hi?
Okay.
Hey.
Wow.
How
Aloth
may I
got,
help?
like, kicked over here somehow. I have no clue how that happened. I'm just gonna have him use this shot on this chanter. He's stunned. Okay, never mind. I guess I won't. I guess I won't.
Hey.
Flip that chanter on his butt. Okay. Bless everyone.
Yes?
Yes.
Still stunned. Damage over time that chanter. Bear, attack that chanter. Fox, attack that chanter.
Ready, Watcher.
You switch back to bow. Attack that chanter.
Following your lead.
Shoot that chanter.
Go in.
Okay. That's most of the chanters down.
What is it?
Hey.
Right. All of that to get this scroll of prayer against bewilderment and a load of cash.
Of course.
Ooh. Okay. Let's just get out of here.
I'll take a look.
Now we don't want to accidentally go into that room. But I'm just going to send the fox up here for a second. See that keeper? Yeah, no, let's just get out of here. There's 2 keepers in there.
Hey.
We're not killing everyone. That might be a mistake. Quick save. Our murder spree is over. We leave the area. Man, the gods do sure want a lot of people murdered. The gods sure do want a lot of people murdered. Okay, and no one outside is really mad at us. And we sneak out. Oh, we want that though. River reeds. Okay. I heard screams from the blood sands. Old song rises to the past, Builder's footprint. Okay, so we successfully murdered one of the people we're supposed to murder. Where's the other person we're supposed to murder? Servant of Death. Golden Grove. The leader of Golden Grove is the one we have to murder. I don't know where to find her. Is this her? Welcome to the Golden Grove.
Hail, Estramor.
Who leads your order? High Ovet Erona. Yeah, okay, that's who we have to murder. She sometimes journeys to Elmshore to renew her strength. However, she is there now with her closest followers. She is a mighty elm amongst us. She lived for generations. There is none who understand the world as well as she, and we are fortunate to have her wisdom to answer our questions. Tell me more about this vampire. You must meet her for yourself. She is wise and kind, and she has led our order from the beginning, yet she walks among us and gives freely of herself. That is what so many of us cherish about her. She is present among us in a way the gods never are. Tell me more about the Golden Grove. We are the Oviates, druids, philosophers, and students of nature. We gather here to share our knowledge and celebration. Many travelers come to us for poultices and remedies. The trades lady, Blea, understand the cures and poisons of the nature like no other. Okay. And what do you believe? We believe that knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe that we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. Okay, I've got to go. The druids of Golden Grove tell me that the High Oviate often ventures to Elmshore in search of remedies to prolong her life. We think that she is the woman from the dream.
Hey.
Okay. Where's Elmshore on the map? Elmshore. Okay. So Elmshore is... We've been to Elmshore before. Okay, good. Let's go kill her in Elmshore. But the Estermore will not cease their attacks. We must summon the warriors from every tribe. Beware, brother, the lands were soaked red, so would our souls. Okay. Do you think these people are going to realize we're murdering their important people? Let's go kill her in Elmshore. It's going to take us 13 hours to get there. We're going to camp when we get there. We're going to camp before we murder this lady. Always be murdering. Yeah. Camp. We're doing the gods' dirty work. Right. So, Adra Pillars, Elmshore Cave, Adra Arch. I suspect she's going to be here in this circle we explored earlier.
I'll see what I can find.
High Oviate Ernora. An elf stands on a dais in the middle of the clearing. The ground is blanketed with leaves of various shades of russet and gold. Her eyes are closed, and her arms are folded in front of her. A curtain of autumnal yellow hair hangs in front of her face. As you draw near, she lifts her chin and looks at you with shifting hazel eyes. What, Owen?
Greetings, Estremor.
Greetings, Estremor.
You are among the
You are
Ovates of the Golden
Grove. And you are?
High Ovate, an ancient elm among poles and saplings. We have taken root in the same soil, and the others grow in my shade.
Traveler this weekend.
Their roots nourish my soil. My branches give them shelter. Together, we grow.
Together we grow. Your essence churns like an eddy in the stream, Estamore. Speak the questions of your soul. I'd like to know more about the Gaviates of the Golden Globe.
Like the leaves of a tree, we are many sharing one source, one purpose. Living or dying, we nourish one another. The truths of the soul and of the body are written on every blade of grass and sung by every creature under the sun. We learn these truths and sing them back.
Our souls, ours is not the song of the gods, but of Weratha. This is why many of our number study the discourse of herbs and inhabit the skins of beasts. Are you familiar with the Ethic Null? A swarm of maggots on a dead songbird, worms hollowing out a mighty spruce. They celebrate the withering of life rather than its budding. They seize strength from others instead of accepting what Weratha freely gives. They take pride in their independence from the gods, yet their leaders demand even greater sacrifice, death for life, strength from the spent essence of their parishioners. The Ethic Null offer another kind of servitude, and one to the kiths whose souls have long since rotted. The Ethic Knows should save lives, not end them. They merely see the world the way it is. If they find power that way, okay. I wouldn't really know. They should save lives, not end them. On this we agree. Okay. I think we've hit the point where Bereth has sent me to end your life. It has continued for too long.
At least he chose someone who wouldn't wrap her intentions in trickery and lies. But what is a god that his voice should carry so far? And what are you that you should so eagerly obey? The gods only have dominion over what we seed, and you would cede matters of life and death to them.
Yes.
The gods have set the rules and let us do as we will. But that is merely a test, and only a fool thinks he has been ceded anything. You do what your god wants, or you face the fire. Well, this woman is about to become an example.
Are you any different? You've extended your life beyond its natural span. Through work and wisdom. The greater the tree, the more fruit it may yield. She nods at the oviates gathering in the clearing. They are the vines climbing an ancient elm into the sunlight. My growth sustains them. Should our harmony fall prey to a god's jealousy? We don't have enough resolve. We should have used the power that gives us a load of resolve.
As they say, the well of knowledge grows deeper by the season. And we owe our elders respect. But if we are keeping to this metaphor, I think the gods make for older trees still.
The gods are wiser and more ancient than you. If it is not for either of us to oppose them. It is a shame we could not come to an accord. End dialogue. Okay, and then she attacks us. Okay, well, obviously we have to kill her first.
Love!
Which we do almost instantly.
Yes?
I feel if my resolve was higher, I could have gotten a better result out of that.
Ready, Watcher.
Now. What hit our wizard? What anti-poison doctrine? Anti-pointy hat doctrine got us? You have gained reputation with the Oviates of the Golden Grove moderate. You have gained reputation with Ethic Null extraordinary. We are friends of the Oviates of the Golden Globe. Ethic Null scoundrel extremely bad. Okay.
What?
Okay, she's dead. Our reputation is still friends. Psychic backlash. Who's got psychic backlash?
What?
Durance? Psychic backlash. Okay.
Aye?
Buck bop them. Okay.
Ready, Watcher.
Heal your dog. The bear hasn't even gotten in there yet. Oh! We got Super Murderer. Complete the game killing 1,200. We got an achievement called Super Murderer. I got an achievement called Super Murderer. Complete the game killing 1,200 and more creatures or NPCs. Wow. That's crazy.
Love!
So we're friends. So we have done all of this and we are still friends of the Golden Grove. But we're scoundrels with the ethic null. Extremely bad. But some of that reputation came during this conversation. Exceptional quarterstaff, fine battle axes, a ring of protection. They had some drugs. They had ripple sponge. Milk. Emeralds, cash, lockpicks.
Hey.
Right. Well, that was a fun fight.
Hey.
That was very interesting. Right. think we have to go back to Old Song next. Journal. Right, so we have done that. I can pray to Beherith at Tir Avron to receive my reward. Into the void. Find Noonfrost at Twin Elms. The frost-hewn breach appears to be part of the temple called Noonfrost. I can find it in Twin Elms. The locals must know something about this place. The old queen and the new queen. In the temple district. And to the mountaintop. So we can't get to the Temple of Hylia that easily. Let's go to Old Song first. 13 hours to Old Song. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're doing the God's work and we're murdering people. That's how it's going. You can murder people if you want to. Because the game says the gods want you to. Gallowin's Maw. Elms Reach District. Hylia Shrine. Old Song Pass. Noonfrost. Burial Isle. Back to the Hearthsong area. Okay. Oh, there's a person here we could talk to.
Hail, Estramore.
An Orlan woman stares at the sky with an air of deep contemplation. She occasionally puffs from a wooden pipe, blowing smoke in perfect rings. What stands before me? She wipes her lips with the back of her hand. Her teeth, uneven and pointy, are stained red. I do not see Estramore often. She picks the remains of an ochre root stuck in her gums. And believe me, I see many things. Perhaps you want to see them too. She gestures behind her an assortment of plants, roots, and vials lying on a rug. Let me see what you have for trade. I present these happily. Oh, Scroll of Maelstrom. That appears to be a... That appears to be some kind of high-level incendiary spell. Scrolls of Paralysis paralyzes for 6 seconds. That could be really useful. Potions of Iron Skin. Barrett's Bell. I'm just spending a little bit of money on Snowcap is a drug we don't want. Okay, I'm just spending a bit of money on ingredients that might be useful to see if we can enchant some more stuff.
Hey.
What have you got weapon-wise? We really went hard in on the kith slaying, didn't we? We went hard in on the kith slaying. Kith slaying. We can't enchant that weapon. Enchant. We enchanted that all up. Okay. Enchanted that all up. Enchanted that all up. These weapons. Kith slaying. Okay. I don't know, shocking lash. And it already has exceptional. Okay, and this one. Kith slaying. Freezing lash. And it already has that. Okay.
Hey.
Right, we need to get to this maw place.
And I thought my mother-in-law's house was ominous.
She won't accept the Lion Clan's warrior guard her deep inside. Okay. Conversation. They will run her down. She won't accept the Lion's Clan warriors. And Estremor seems okay. Okay. So we're clearing missions. We're clearing missions for the gods in order to get into the area where we need to go. Okay. Viscous liquid gives a sharp metallic odor. War demands sacrifice.
Arensi has no right to defend that cowering cat in the back of the maw.
Then track her down and tell her yourself.
Okay. What's our mission here? The old queen and the new king. Two mighty hunters, a lioness and a bear, wait in a deadlock. They face off but do not fight. It falls to me to revolve the stale conflict one way or another. Travel to the Stone Maw. A stalled fight between a lioness who lies in wait and a bear who circles her. Okay, maybe they should just fuck already.
Come to see the great Oernos, Estremor? He's out for a hunt, but he'll be back. Unlike that lioness, he doesn't stay cooped up in here for long.
Huh. Why can't Ornus go and fight the lioness? What are you doing here?
We wait for the big confrontation, but the wait grows exhausting. While Sul hides in the back of the maw, Oernos is denied his victory, and we're all denied the champion we deserve.
Why can't they go and fight?
Because she holes up at the back of the maw, surrounded by her pride and the natural hazards of this place. It's not the proper way to meet a challenger. She's got to come out and face Oernos to keep her claim.
That's it. Look, hold on.
Anyway, her prime is past. Putting that old beast down would be a mercy at this point.
I think it's a legitimate strategy. She's just camping. What you're saying is the bear isn't strong enough to take her? Unless she gives up her advantageous position by willingly. That's what I'm hearing. The bear's not strong enough to take this lion. I could take care of Sul. I hate to spoil the tradition of a big showdown, but if she retreats from her fight, there is no point waiting. Kill her, and that'll be proof enough that she's not a fit champion. Goodbye.
Hey.
What's that thing there? And then this guy came over here. Another book, the Book of the Hunt. When will I learn to hunt? The god prefers that I hunt to learn. Only strike my students when they ask a stupid question. A second stupid question. Hold on. I shall read this to you now. When my students ask to be taught the way of Galawain, I tell them that they have already failed. Does one ask a deer to present itself as dinner? Of course not. One must outwit, outmaneuver, and overpower the deer if one dreams of venison. So it is with the seeker god. To ask a question is weakness and idle indecision. To seek answers is to understand and become one with Galawain. Survival begins with strength from within. But I only strike my students when they ask a second stupid question. For all of us begin young and weak. It is a point fact. It is a point fact, and not one of shame, and a central tenet of Galawain's teachings. Perseverance and cleverness are prized by Galawain above brute force, a fact many of my young pups forget. It is right and proper that the strong lead the weak, and it is equally proper that the strong be continually tested until a balance changes. Galawain celebrates strength of the victor and the prowess of the well-fed predator. But above all, the clever hound celebrates the transformative nature of strength. Galawain's greatest desire for us is that prey becomes predator, mewling brave babies grow into strong hunters, and the lost find their own enlightenment. This philosophy is best exemplified by the rites of the Anamfaha of the Air Gilfah. When one of the Glenfahan spiritual leaders is old and nearing death, it is customary to enter the woods and confront Galawain's herald. If the seeker god finds that the Anamfa's life, deeds, and soul are worthy, it rewards it with a quick death. And his soul joins Galawain's pack. If deemed unworthy, the Anamfa is killed, his soul forced to find its own way to the next life, and his memory erased from the records of the tribe. Survival begins with strength from within. Weak leaders endanger the whole pack. This is Galawain at his purest. Even at the end of one's life, one must struggle for worthiness and greatness, just as one must struggle every day to feed. The seeker god is easy to understand if one actively engages in the quest for knowledge, but his secrets are self-occluding to those who merely ask, desiring knowledge without the requisite hunt. My own flesh and blood once asked me, will learning to hunt please Galawain? I told him yes, but added Galawain would prefer that you hunt to learn. Okay. The bone pins pierce the hide map in a handful of locations along the Galfan side of the river. Okay.
Look, Estremor, this is no place for sightseeing. The beasts of Galawain's Maw are dangerous, and now more than ever. If you want to see some pretty Glanfathan places, go to Elm's Reach.
What's wrong with the beasts?
They won't fight.
They won't fight? And it's Galawain's will that they battle.
This is truth.
I got experience points for saying that. The Maw has always been home to one great predator, Every so often a challenger comes along and the two battle for territory, but Sul remains in her den, and Ornaros can't confront her there. Now the two mighty predators and their kin hunt from the same stock. It's thinning the herds and thinning the patience around here. And this waiting, it's not the deliberate, watchful waiting of a hunter lying in ambush. It's stagnation, tedium, hoping for something to happen. But I am powerless to act. One half of the fangs will cry favoritism if I try to drag the lioness out myself. I want to know more about the two beasts. There's never been a more cunning hunter than Sul, but some say she's losing her edge. Ornus, on the other hand, is all edge, and many of her number thinks he's the rightful successor. His fingers drum the restless rhythm on his thigh. Blood is simmering. It's going to boil over if it doesn't spill soon. I had a vision about these beasts. From the clever hound himself? If you truly have Galawain's blessing, I won't stand in your way. And if you don't, then I suppose the beasts will make short work of you. We don't normally permit outsiders to venture into the mall, but you understand that you do so at your own risk, and Sul's lions are likely to attack intruders on sight. Still, perhaps you can coax her into fighting the bear. Do whatever you can to end this stalemate. Okay, let's talk about something else. Where is Ornaros? Good question. The bear's out hunting right now, but he'll return soon. He's never gone for long. Where can I find Sul? Straight at the back of the mall, points down the halls to either side of him. You can go through either way, but mind your feet. Mind your feet step. The mall is a dangerous place, and Sul's pride and her advocates are on high alert. Tell me about yourself. I'm the leader of the Fangs. We're an order of hunters and warriors devoted to Galawan. And we see the places of the builders remain pure. Not truly a tribe, we gather and argue like one. Our members come from all of the tribes, but most of us were born from the three Tusk, Stelgar, Fisher Crane, and Keepers of Stones. Okay? And this is Galawain's Maw?
Yes, a den of beasts sacred to the Lord of the Hunt himself. Historically, the greatest predator of Air Glanfath has claimed the back of the Maw as its lair. Lately, however, there's been some dispute as to who should occupy that position. And it's leading to discord among our hunters.
Would you favor Sul or Ornos? I see both sides. Sul's cunning is unmatched, but Ornos is the mightier of the two. Both embody the prized traits. Okay, goodbye.
Hey.
Okay. Without a fight to resolve the matter, the Fangs are split over which beast is the rightful champion. I don't care about that. Huh. Unlocking this will require a proper key. The remains of a broken bridge, long collapsed, lead deep into a chasm. The other side of the bridge pierces through the mist of far into the chasm, hanging precariously over a steep fall. Examine the areas. The broken stones of the bridge, weathered after centuries of disrepair, are scattered along the edge and side of the chasm. Thin mist rises from below. The stones are coated with slick green moss, making them impossible to grip safely. The wooden beams lodged between the stones on either side of the bridge seem sturdy enough to support your weight, however. The remains of the broken bridge, deep chasm. Okay, throw your grappling hook across. You aim the wooden beam on the opposite side of the bridge, hurl your grappling hook across the chasm. It strikes the bridge with a solid thunk. You The hook snags firmly, digging into the wood. As you pull, the rope tightens, taut and secure. You tie the free end to the rope, the wooden beam next to you. You've lost an item. There remains the broken bridge, long collapsed, blah, 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 steep fall. Your rope stretches across the gap, across the gap. Your progress is slow and steady. Crossing strenuous, particularly if the rope is shaking and grows intense. Oh, Sagini's breath grows labored. At last, your efforts bring you back to the solid ground, and you reach the other side. Oh shit, the lions are fighting us. Now, we're loaded. We are loaded for humans. Okay, everyone is rushing us.
Love.
Okay, we are normally more stealthy than this. Pull everyone back, stealth up. Now, I'm a little concerned because I thought we were told to go through these doors, but when I clicked on the doors, it said you don't have the key. So I guess we don't have the key, but we're just gonna...
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
We're just gonna loot and go deeper.
You might
into the
find
cave.
this interesting.
Shit, a trap.
Interesting.
Why are there traps? You failed to disarm the trap. Okay. Fox, go set the trap off. The fox doesn't set traps off.
Hey.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, but we can do our own traps. Because we live in the 21st century. Noxious burst trap, Darth trap. Boiling spray trap. Okay, watch this, watch this, watch this.
Aye?
This might be a bad idea.
Indeed.
Now, can we put a second one down? Okay, it takes away our first one. Okay.
The work of a moment.
So we can't put two down.
What?
But you can cast Searing Seal. We can put Searing Seal down there. How long does it last? "600 seconds. Okay.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Okay. Box. And did that get rid of our other trap?
Yes?
It did! Well, that's shit.
Yes?
Can we literally only have one trap down? Box. That annoys me.
That's it! That's it!
A campfire would be good.
Hey. I shall be discreet.
I think they might have nerfed traps a little too much.
Got your eyes for that one.
That was a lot of damage. Death Ring. Okay, hold on. Pull everyone back. We're camping. We should do extra damage versus beasts, actually, in this camp, but I pressed the wrong button.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Thick, snarled tangle of dagger-sharp thorns and vines has grown across the passage. As you look on, the center of the wall of vegetation seems to move, almost like it were breathing. Thick coils and vines writhe across the gap and quite rustle of foliage. Hold on. Leave.
Shh.
Examine the vines. Through the gaps in the twisting vegetation, you catch a brief glimpse of what seems to be a wide circular chamber. From time to time, you catch sight of thorny hides, and the rustling of vines is briefly obscured by low growls. Try to sneak through the living wall. You find a brief opportunity as two vines move in opposite directions, clearing a path, and carefully step forward. You hold your breath as you move through, careful not to brush even the smallest of timer times. Timer time. You can start a timer if it's time. We've got to start. We didn't start the timer. It was always timing since I overslept. Hom, how are you doing? Despite your best efforts, you find your shoulder jammed against a flowering branch and a vine suddenly darts for your legs at unnatural speed. You quickly leap clear as use the momentum to roll away from the wall. Dexterity 18. Continue. You step out into the next chamber. Okay, clanswoman and a lion.
Hey.
Okay. An elven woman intercepts you. How was your weekend? An elven woman intercepts you as you advance into the lair. Behind her is the largest lioness that you have ever seen. A sleek beast with fangs as long as carving knives. A woman blocks your path to the lioness, seemingly at ease around the monster. This is Soul's domain, Estremor. She shall not leave it for Oranos or any other challenger. Why does Soul refuse to face Oranos? Oranos is welcome to confront her here, as many challengers have in the past. What the bear's supporters want is for Soul to leave her lair and fight in the open, where he has an advantage. But why should she? I agree. If Sul has an advantage here, it's one she has earned. One would not expect to blunt a bear's claws in order to even the odds. The Lord of the Hunt gives unique advantages to each. It is not for us to decide that some of them are worth less than others. The lioness gives a low growl. The Rock. So I think The Rock, Sean Connery's character, is just James Bond. Is James Bond after being captured by the Americans and then disavowed? Sul has recently given birth to cubs. They are small now, but when they grow, they'll be mightier than either Sul or Oranos. But if Sul is killed in combat, that bear will tear her young to shreds, such is the way of the wild. Her legacy is too valuable to perish in that way. If we truly want the mightiest of beasts in the maw, then her cubs must grow to maturity. What are you doing here? Defending the rightful champion of the maw. Ornis's supporters would have her ousted in favor of a bear that isn't strong enough to come in and seize the territory on his own. James Bond. I'll deal with Ornis. Good. That bear isn't nearly as strong as Einden and his followers think. If someone were to prove just how easily the bear can be killed, that would cure everyone of their delusions about it. End dialogue. Oh, there's the bear. Okay, we might need to Oh, okay. So we didn't have to kill the lions. A lot of little lions.
You might find this interesting.
Whoa! Trap disarmed. Tanglefoot trap. We're finding a lot of traps that aren't getting set off. Tanglefoot trap. Are we too high a level to set the trap off? I mean, we did kill these lions, but now the lions are our friends. The fangs neutral.
You should see this.
Like, we're standing on a trap.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
We get a small amount of XP for breaking the traps, so I'm just doing it.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
Oh, valley thing. A big topaz. Right, we're getting closer to the bear. So, do we have a bare loadout of equipment? All our stuff is set for fighting humans. Let's not worry about it. Let's not worry about it. Let's go. Elder Bear, Elder Bear. Okay, let's talk to Aiden. Einden. Too much waiting. Something's got to happen soon. What are you doing
We
here?
wait for the big confrontation, but the wait grows exhausting.
Okay.
While Sul hides in the back of the mob, Oernos is denied his victory, and we're all denied the champion we deserve.
Oranus isn't the rightful champion.
If you stand on the side of that toothless old bag of bones, then you stand in my way.
Okay. Fighter, hunter, Dracosi Paladini. We're not any of those things. I was going to try and negotiate with you. Like, say, look, why can't the bear try and get through? Like, if the bear can't get in there, like we got in there, I got in there. Why can't the bear get in there? Try me. Okay.
Hey.
You go for him. You go for him. You go for him. Everyone go for everyone. Except the bear is going to go for that bear. Actually, the fox is also going to go for that bear. You're going to go for that clanswoman.
Hey.
Okay, and you're not going to do anything yet. You're going to bless us.
Ready, Watcher.
And you... Awareness is going to waffle stomp us.
Yes?
So you need to go for a real heavy confusion. Here. Hopefully we confuse enough bears. Okay, we confused a lot of bears. Everyone change target to this clansman. Okay, now this clan person. Yep.
I'm here.
You need to heal your dog. You need to do a healing beam that gets the dog and hurts everyone who isn't our friend. Okay.
Hey. Yes?
You're a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. I want you to put a free... No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing.
What?
Following your... Okay. The dog is unconscious. The dog is not yet unconscious, but will be in a second.
Following your lead.
You are all prone
How may I
and
help?
in serious
Yes.
trouble. The bear... Okay.
Hey.
Knock him on his ass. Oranos is still on our side for 2.5 seconds.
Ready, Watcher.
You are still prone for 1/10 of a second, so they're up now. Right.
Ready, Watcher.
You're prone for 4 more seconds. You're back up.
Yes?
You're back up. The fox is unconscious. That's unfortunate. Okay.
I'm here.
Right. Okay, you're gonna revive your dog in a second.
Yes?
Blast of Frost. Blast of Frost.
What?
Stun all of them all.
Following your lead.
You're still lying
Ready,
down. Right. Damage over time on this bear. Attack him.
Hey.
Okay. No. Second wind. I don't want to... Oh, damn. Second wind. Okay. Who is firing off these massive environmental effects? Clansman shapeshift into a bear. Okay. Oranos is killing for us. Confusion was a great spend. I need you to heal your friends. Okay.
Hey.
You need to attack Oranos. They are petrified a little bit. Okay.
Yes.
You need to second wind. Okay, you're not petrified
Following your
anymore. Shoot the bear. Okay, when you're not petrified anymore, you're gonna have to do some stuff. You're casting Cone of Cold.
Following your lead.
You're doing an AoE heal.
Yes.
You're doing a second wind, and we're hoping you don't die. Okay, that worked. What hit you so hard?
Hey.
Wow, you are in serious trouble. You need to heal. What's your highest heal? Restore critical on Ader, please.
Ready, Watcher.
You're still petrified.
How may I help?
You're casting Cone of Cold. I think I'm gonna have you do Confusion again on the bears, and we're gonna hope. Several movies. Hunt for Red October. Hunt for Red October is excellent. Right, you get your dog back up. You do the healing beam.
Following your lead.
You have equipment that heals someone, don't you? One of us
What is
has
it?
equipment that heals someone. I want you to summon a spider over there. Spider. Okay. Shit, cancel that spell.
Hey.
Fall back. Right. Everyone, force attack the most injured bear. Except Ader. Ader, get out of there. Okay. Right. Everyone.
Ready, Watcher.
Did you reanimate your dog, please? Everyone else, force attack the great beast Onoros.
Following your lead.
Hey.
Ader, switch to crossbow. And attack the bear. Attack the bear.
Ready, Watcher.
Mark the bear for extra damage. You can't mark him because he's a friend.
That's not very helpful.
Ready, Watcher.
Force attack the bear. End the stalemate between Sol and Onoros. Okay. Elder Bear Claw, Elder Bell Claw, Bear Hide, Bear Hide. Fine Pole Axe, exceptional Battle Axe. Exceptional club.
All right, then.
Oh, and this goes out a different way. Okay.
I'm on the trail.
Okay, hold on. So we're still neutral with the fangs. What I want to know is... having done that, what do the lion people want to say to us now? Save. Saved. Save. Can I talk to the bear? I can't talk to the lion.
Hey.
I've dealt with Onoros. You've chosen well. Sol's cubs will grow to be quick and fierce, and so will the fangs if we follow their example. Thank you for resolving this.
Hey.
Okay. And we can just go out here. So we made a decision, but they didn't fight like we fought them. And you're like, but then the great beast isn't powerful enough. It's like we've got 2 animals and 6 people with magical weapons and magic and guns. I'm pretty sure we cheated. Two wood elves, a man and a woman, wear colourful robes embroidered with matching emblems. A winged egg. Apart from... Hold on, don't spill the red lemonade. And magic guns, yes. Although in fairness, our magic guns are people-killing magic guns, not animal-killing magic guns, but... Apart from their clothing, they couldn't be more different. She folds her arms and continually scowls at broken walls around them. He, on the other hand, mutters prayers. In his shade-dappled face is as tranquil as a cloudless sky.
Just how are we supposed to worship the Sky Mother from among the weeds, This is a disgrace.
This is disgrace? Do you want to worship her by flying into the sky?
Calm yourself.
Calm yourself.
We should be grateful that she protected us from the winged terror. Besides, even here we have a visitor.
Calm yourself. What's that from? Apart from the fact he said it now. Is it from this game? Is it from Baldur's Gate? Calm yourself. I received a vision from Helia. She bid me speak with you about the menace that's settled over her temple.
A vision from the goddess herself?
Yep.
What a rare and fortunate blessing.
Kashfa. Your vision did reveal the next menace is a dragon, yes? To be honest, I expected the Sky Mother would summon a whole flock of warriors to fight this monster. I fear so few will be like sparrows attacking an eagle. But if Hylia has tasked you, then who are we to doubt? You must prepare yourself for a powerful and crafty foe. The nest and the dragon are perched atop a mountain beyond the North Weald. Follow this trail into the wilderness and then look for another path carved into the cliffside. May the Sky Mother's blessings aid you. I want to ask you about something else. I have questions about the dragon. As well you should. Has this sort of thing happened before? How did the dragon come to be here? When did the dragon first show up? Can you tell me anything about the dragon? Nothing. When did the dragon first show up? It was several weeks ago. The creature cloaked the sky like a thunder cloud and descended upon us all at once. There was no warning. How did the dragon show up? A great beating of wings and a fiery roar. Who knows why these beasts come and go? It's here, and that's all that matters. Has this happened before? If you're asking why this happened, only the gods know. It's a test from the goddess. Never. Our order would have started to resemble the Fangs a long time ago. Okay. Perhaps there's a reason it's happened now? Let's be clear. You suggest that there's some misdeed in our midst? No, I didn't say that. That we've committed a crime against our goddess or some other received... The guilty flee it where none pursue. Onwin, please. I don't know why these things happen, why our mother goddess allowed scores of her followers to perish among the flames. If you discover why, I invite you to come back and tell us. Okay, that's all I wanted to know about the dragon. This is the temple.
You hear this, Wag?
Wag? Wives and girlfriends?
Relax, Anuin. I'm sure he meant nothing by it. Forgive my consort. She's been rather excitable of late. This is not, as you seem to recognize, our actual temple. It's merely a shrine we've set up after the business with the dragon.
The business with the dragon?
Why, she's the goddess of song, art, the sky, and maternity. She's gentle and brilliant, speaking to her followers in dreams, inspiration, and birdsong. It is said that she wears a cloak adorned with a feather from every bird known to kith or wilder, and that she manifests in the flocks themselves.
Aye, and in the screams of childbearing, which I can assure you is not so beauteous a thing.
This is true, which is why midwives are widely considered clergy of Helia, as are many artists and poets. In any case, those of us who follow her feel closest to her splendor in a place where we might share light, song, and a view of the blessed sky.
Goodbye. Okay, we've learned a lot. I don't know how we get out here. Oh, this takes us back into the temple. I've gone the wrong way. But we're doing the work. Tom, what's the next 90s movie on your docket? What's coming next 90s music movies wise?
Still looking around?
I've
Watch
dealt
your
with the
step.
situation.
Tempers run hot around here, and not just among the animals.
I've dealt with it. And Sul remains champion. Many of the Fangs are gladdened to see her stay. Galloway's way of telling us to remember our roots and prize our cunning as hunters. Thank you for your help. Cara. Yeah, I need to look into more Welsh. Take this for your troubles. Suddenly remember something. You might visit Tir Avon to pray to the Lord of the Hunt, He sometimes grants special favors for those who prove themselves. And he gave us a thing. A cat's claw added to our inventory. Elder Boar Tusk. What's the cat's claw? It's a unique one-handed sword. Exceptional DR3 bypass. 24 slashing damage. That's better than the fine stiletto we've been using. But it's only average speed. But look, it's... The stiletto is faster, but they both have DR3 bypass. This is much more accurate because it's exceptional. We can add some stuff to it. We could put Kith Slaying on it. We won't just yet, but
Hey.
Okay. Con Air, day after tomorrow. Hudson Hawk. That's so movies that do well in the box office and aren't good is weird. Mobbed, bombed. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. So is this the path these guys are telling me to take? I'm missing something here. Old Song Pass. Okay, this must be the pass they mean. Ah, Northfield. Oh, okay. It's going to take us 6 hours. I'm going to go back to Elm's Reach and do the mission thing. Like, we're just going to go... We've done 2 god missions. There's 2 more god missions. We're going to do snack time. Then we're going to clear off the god missions. Then we're going to do 2 more god missions. Then we're finishing this game. I'm not saying new game Monday. What I'm saying is end game soon. What's next on our docket? Let's go to the snack time screen. I got to go pick the snacks up from the other side of the room. They are on the wrong spot in the room. I'll just go over and get them. It's that time again. Snack time with Hudson Hawk.
Time to get scammed, people.
Get scammed, people. It's that time again. Scam time with Kiffer and Snacks. Snacks. Fan Snackular. Okay. This evening's snack is... It's that name. That name again. It's Mr. Chalk. These are Oh, I haven't turned the green screen off. Hold on. It's Mr. Chalk, milk and hazelnut. I can't believe it's not Kinder Bueno. Fake Kinder Bueno. No, it's fake. It's fake Kinder Bueno. Fake Kinder Bueno. Mr. Chalk. says it there. It says Mr. Chalk. These are Lidl's own brand fake Kinder Buenos. Bootleg shout-outs for your mom. If it's fake, it's got to be BS? No, I'm afraid that's not how it works. Does it have penguin jokes? No, it does not. It says on it, milk and hazelnut bars coated in milk chocolate. That's what it says on the back. We will check here. The expiry date is in December, unless you're an American, in which case it's in the 15th month of the year. It says wafer with 54% milk and hazelnut flavor filling, coated with 28% milk chocolate, decorated with 2% dark chocolate. They are 545 kilocalories per 100 grams, 9.5 grams of protein, halfway to a protein bar. That's not true at all. Fiber 2.6 grams, sugar 37% only. Let's get them open and see what they look like. So inside you get a free piece of cardboard, and we know children love cardboard. And then everything is protected by cardboard in this magazine format. And then you just, like, one pops out the bottom, and then another one pops out the bottom, and then another one pops out, and another one, and another one, and then, oh shit, they're all over the floor now. That bit got it right. But then you get a free piece of cardboard. This is substantial cardboard. Free cardboard.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Let me just get one of these off the floor. Flimsy cardboard. But look, yeah, there's the packaging. They do look... The color is just a little muted. Like, the packaging is just... It's not inspiring packaging. There's something about the coloring. Like, if this wasn't Lidl's own brand, I somehow imagine they'd have picked brighter colors. It's just the orange is just a little too pastel, and the blue is just a little too blah. And the size of each piece is a little larger than a Kinder Bueno. Like a Kinder Bueno, a bar this long would have, like, it might even be the same size, right? Legally distinct. Like, I think a Kinder Bueno would have, like, whether that has two, a Kinder Bueno would have 3 little chocolate chambers. It might be the same amount of chocolate, but they'd have, like, each one would be individually smaller. This pales in comparison to a real Kinder Bueno. Yeah, it's crunchy like a Bueno, but it's actually harder than a Bueno. And it feels like the cream is more airy. The face I'm making is not a face of disgust. What's happening is there might be an argument for biscuit. And it was the sheer terror of having to make that argument that you see as disgust on my face. I mean, I wouldn't call a Kinder Bueno a biscuit. I mean, I'd call a Twix a biscuit. I'd call a Kit Kat a biscuit. You know, I'd call an Oreo a biscuit. Wait, the Oreos aren't anything like this. I don't mean like, I'd call a wagon wheel a biscuit. We're always disgusted when you look. You're always disgusted when you look at me. And yet, in order to have a jacuzzi stream, in order to afford a jacuzzi stream, we'd have to have a jacuzzi stream. Just saying. I don't know. Like, the wafer in these is robust. The robust wafer really... Oh, I dropped it. The robust wafer really leans me towards... The robust wafer really leans... I don't know, my neck is very stiff. Really leans towards biscuit. Wagon wheels are cheese. No, wagon wheels... Look, we haven't had wagon wheels in a while, so they're on the docket for some point in the near future. But wagon wheels are... Man, are wagon wheels cakes? It's a long chocolate bar? No, look, Jimmy, I'm not thrilled with this idea. Let me just show you, like, the wafer on this is so thick. How thick is it? Like, the wafer is that thick. Right? Okay, no. Yeah, I think it has much more wafer than a Kinder Bueno. Like, the wafer is double thick. I think it has to be a sweet. I think it would be a travesty to call it a biscuit, but only because that would be an insult to biscuits. It's the power of advertising, your mom. I should just make my own sweet brand and like claim it's the best thing in the world, and I would make €5 extra a week. Okay, I'm taking my time. I've eaten 2 of them. I think there's no way around this. I would have to say these are sweets. There's something extremely biscuity about them. They're a bit greasy. They're a bit greasy. There's a greasy aftertaste having stuffed 2 of them into my mouth. The face of Kiffer's dentist. Oh, don't remind me about the dentist. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go chocolate or sweet, but they're really biscuit adjacent. Like, as a bar goes. Slash Me knows they're truly BS. Okay, 8,000 points go to Unforgiven and Jimmy. I'm not entirely thrilled with these. They're not as tasty as they could be. Hida Owen, Adventure Josh, Numenon, Draconic Dude. Sorry, you all lost your points. Unforgiven and Jimmy Colorado, you share in 8,296 points. Let's get back to gaming. Let's get back to business. I can't admit being scams. No, I would never admit to a scam. You can't admit to something you haven't done. It would be lying to do so. Why were we talking about cults earlier? Oh my god, the Neopets. Neopets was run by Scientology's Sea Org during the year 2000, the year they barred me. I don't understand why Neopets was run by Scientology. Okay. What the hell just happened? One of those people was just called Confident Tribesman. Worried Huntress. There's a tag here for Confident Tribesman, but there is no Confident Tribesman. Never before has a man slipped past with such ease. It's a dark sign. It has come to pass. Jelkman would not
Hail,
either.
Estremor.
And what does it tell us? Estremor, excuse us, we're not used to your kind here under the great trees. Tell me of the man you speak of. Evil ghost, Kiffer. That's right, Jimmy. In the year 2000. In the year 2000. That's exactly what I was going for, Jimmy. That's exactly what I was going for. In the year 2000. In the year 2000, computers will do art while people toil in fields. In the year 2000, aeroplanes will be replaced by cheese. I don't know. Kiffer has been barred, so he did serve some jail time in the past. What? I have never... What? Barred? It was like a falsetto thing on Conan? Yeah. In the year 2000. And they did it for years after the year 2000. In the run-up to the year 2000, everyone was like... In the year 2000, you'll be able to order underpants online. It's going to be crazy. In the year 2000, cars will have such and such a feature. In the year 2000, and there was a TV show called Beyond 2000, which was like, do you remember Beyond 2000? It was I think it was an Australian science show. The BBC had a futurism show called Tomorrow's World. And Tomorrow's World ran from like 1960 to the year 2000. The past year, but it was an amazing show for a long time. And they did a lot of live tech demos, and they were like, this is something that someone is working on right now. The prototype kind of works. We don't know if it's going to go into production. Right? And then everyone was talking about the year 2000, so the Australians made... I'm just saying it was the Australians. Maybe it wasn't the Australians. There was this tech show called Beyond 2000. And Beyond 2000 would just, like, demonstrate techs that were coming in the future, which was the year 2000. And then the year 2000 came, and we were very worried about Millennium Bug. And then it turned out that, you know, it was basically the same as the year before, but the internet really got really amazing. And, okay, I'm going to say there was a real tech watershed at that millennial period, right? There was a real tech watershed. People moved from, like, a pre-internet to a post-internet commerce situation. Communications got real weird. Like, this thing we're doing now was not conceivable. Right? The kangaroos did it, the war with the emus that the Australians lost. All of these things tie together. Welcome to the channel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four. I can't say it. Okay, anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. Right. Hold on. Australia, the year 2000, we live in the future. You can be killed by a drone. Drones can deliver your chocolate pie. Everything's crazy. We're playing a computer game. I'm talking to people in like 6 countries. This is what we're going to do. We're eating chocolate bars, claiming their biscuits. The Worried Hunter says, Nalka Fahan broke into our tower. Here in the Elm's Reach, nobody saw him come, not even the Delgaman. He moved in silence like a Stelgar in the shadows. Our hunters caught no scent until it was too late. But we heard the stones crack, and then he stepped inside Tir Evor. Dark omen, I say. Delgaman, oh, ancient children of the great elms. Our people lived with the 2 sisters in peace since we arrived hundreds of years ago. They call us friends, we call them our own kin, our protection, their wisdom, together we share a strong bond. They've always lived under the shadow of the great elms. Walk until you cross the stream. Okay, goodbye. Should have talked to those people before. Let's go. We've already been there. We're going to learn from the gods when we get across the bridge. Keep running. The kangaroos are coming for us. They're the sisters. So, talking to the gods should cash us out some quest stuff. We might get some XP. We might level. Leveling will make fighting a dragon easier. We got to fight a dragon tonight. Okay. We did Galwain's mission. Pray to Galwain. Prepare the shift. You kneel, prepared for the shift this time. The cool stone gives way to the warm, soft, loamy soil. The candle smoke dissipates, replaced by the musk of the forest. The hound howls from the foliage. I have come back to seek the favor. The howl falls silent. You hear rustling nearby. Something is watching you. Howl back. Something leaps from the bushes nearby. You find yourself pinned on your back and staring into the amber eyes of a massive hound. Look, when I came back looking for your favor, I didn't think you were going to pin me to the floor. The beast looks at you. Gleaming fangs protrude from the side of its mouth. Its nose twitches as it inhales your scent. Starting at your shoulder and proceeding down the length of your arm, you follow its nose to your hand, which is covered in blood. A tongue as red and as meaty as a steak lolls out of its mouth and swipes your bloody hand. I mean, that's a lick. Its lips curl into what looks like a smile. Dogs don't smile like that. The beast looks back at you. As it fixes you with its glowing eyes, its muzzle retreats into a long, bearded face, and its pointed ears lengthen, dropping to the sides of its head. What was a massive hound becomes a giant man, his broad, muscled shoulders draped with furs. He holds a flint knife at your neck and grins, revealing a row of long, pointed teeth.
The lioness reigns still, and soon her cubs will rise. Why did you strike the bear down?
Okay, the lioness found an advantage and held it. Her cunning made her more deserving champion. Her cubs will be mightier still one day. The legacy must be protected, even from a worthy contender. If he did not seize his victory, he did not deserve it. Oh, okay. I'm not going the middle one. But she found an advantage and she held it. Her cunning made her the more deserving champion. If he did not seize his victory, he did not deserve it.
Worthiness is proven in conflict. Might grappling with might. Flesh
The
tears,
bear was a coward.
bones break, and the ones that mend are stronger still. Blood mixes, and the worthier substance rises to the top. And you have proven worthy.
Yeah. Thanks, Hunt God. We got a load of experience points. We got 2,250 experience points. That's not going to be enough to level. He lets out a howl that rings through the air. He lowers his head and puffs of steam rise from his panting mouth. Twigs crunch and branches snap. What is he doing? The ground shivers under the weight of pacing, prowling footsteps. A dozen beasts, bears, wolves, and long-fanged cats stalk out of the undergrowth, matching amber eyes fast on you. What? Magnificent, says our ranger friend. As the beasts encircle you, their master rises to his feet. Even the largest of the bears can only reach his browned and muscle-knotted shoulders. You stand mindful of the ring of predators around you.
You sought and won the favor of Galawain. What new prey do you now pursue?
You doing a scam check? There's always a scam check. Hey, Makon Sagat, how are you doing? You already know who I am looking for. I hunt Theos.
To track a quarry, you must understand its movements. And Theos follows the path of a more powerful master.
Okay. A warm breeze carries the smell of smoke and gunpowder. Sparks ignite and float in the draft, catching the leaves over Galwain's head. A sudden blast of heat scalds your face. Even as you turn away, a flash of light sears your vision through your eyelids. When you look back, you see a woman in full plate mail standing next to Galawain. Her mirror-polished armor flickers with images of reflected flames. You can't see her face, but her voice is strong and clear, like the ringing of steel. This is Morgan, or whatever the name of the fire goddess is.
Let him know his foe.
Magran. Let him know his foe. The whore breaks her silence at last. Have you missed me, Magran? You may have found other lovers, but surely none that was my equal. Magran says nothing in response. Indeed, she never even glances in Durance's direction. An involuntary tick causes the baggy skin beneath Durance's eyes to quiver. He says no more, his ruddy skin blanched white. Durance, you're dumped.
Theos has trapped thousands of souls in sun and shadow like rabbits in a snare. Now, he goes there to retrieve the kill for his master Woodica.
Oh, okay. He's working for Woodica. Woodica. One of the bear paws at the ground in irritation, its hackles rising.
She will feast on them, suck their marrow, grow strong on their essence.
As Stelgar watches you, it licks its lips, its tongue scraping long fangs. Why would Theos help her?
Because he is her hound. He has always done her bidding.
Okay, well, we're gonna gank him. His eyes dart to another figure standing just behind Magran.
Woodica stands for an old order. So does Theos.
Okay, we're gonna burn that order down, right, Magran? A golem made of black Abaddon. A golem made of blackened, pitted iron steps out of Magran's shadow. Its movements are slow yet precise, each footfall accompanied by the groaning and grinding of metal. A steady orange glow of furnace coals emanates from its eye sockets.
They both fear change, and the Deerwood has changed much recently. People find answers not in the gods, but in animancy, the product of their own labors.
That's okay, but the animancy is just evil.
And why not? When they have learned that even a god can be killed.
Why did you do that, Magran? Durance's eyes are wide. His beard is matted with sweat. Was that not what you commanded, my lady? We sought only to stoke your pride by bringing your vision to reality. Magran stands still, unwavering. It is as though she had not heard him at all. Animancy doesn't seem to trouble you. The three gods look at one another. One of the wolves sits and scratches its neck with quick strokes of its hind legs.
The clash of ideas, the search for answers and meaning. These are other hunts.
Okay. They would supplant you. How can you accept this so easily? Asks Allah.
This is the destiny of Kith, to struggle and transform, even through animancy.
I think animancy is clearly an abomination, Magran. I'm not on board.
And to improve. Steady labor and earnest industry elevate Kith above wilder and beast. It is also useful that they should learn to improve their souls, whether through struggle, transformation, or labor. On this, at least, we have no disagreement.
Sure, if they're improving their souls, but they're clearly using animancy to fuck shit up. What should I do about it?
Track Theos.
That's
Follow
what I'm
the
doing.
trail he has left for you and corner him in sun and shadow. He has taken much from the world, but you will seize it from him. Be as swift and merciless as you have in any raid.
Okay.
You must stop him before he empowers Woodica.
Okay.
And if you do, you will have a different decision to make.
Stop him before he empowers Woodica, and if you do, you'll have a different decision to make. Is it a different decision? It's not different for me. I'm going to gank the guy. The gods mean to leave this on our hands?
Souls were ripped from the world, ripe and full and pulsing with essence.
Pulsing.
Scatter them like bones to a pack of dogs. Their essence will strengthen the souls of the Deerwood. Let the remains of the dead feed the survivors.
Look, I just want the children to stop being born without souls. Why would I feed the lost souls of essence to the rest of Deerwood?
To breed strength, power is born from the mixing of essence and blood.
The wolves snarl and snap.
What Theos did cannot be undone. Thousands of lives have changed, and thousands more have ended because of his actions. But transformation gives purpose to trial.
And improvement is the goal of all Kith. Long lives, prosperous futures, stronger minds and bodies. Strengthening those who remain will help repair the damage that Theos has done to the Deerwood.
Okay, I am on board with releasing the souls back into the cycle of death and rebirth. That makes sense. Releasing them just into the world, if that's how that works and everyone gets stronger, that's fine. Does this prevent more children being born hollow-born? Okay. If Woodica can accomplish this, then perhaps she deserves her victory? No, I disagree. I don't see why I should care. I do care, so now I'm going to go and find Theos.
And when you descend the pit to sun in shadow, you can count on our assistance to see you safely through. as I hope we can count on yours when you reach the bottom.
Jimmy, thank you
There
for
are
the shout.
many souls upon the burial isle that are sworn to serve us. They belong to you now, and they shall guide your descent.
Okay. Beware the promise of God, Watcher. They're binding, but only in one direction. Party gains some experience points. The beasts grow restless, pawing at the ground, renewed interest. The bear sniffs the ground next to your leg. One Stelgar stalks in a circle, amber eyes going. Gwael hurls a knife between your feet. Sinking its handle, he raises an empty hand.
Hunt him, mortal. And when you stop him, let the souls he has captured feed the deer wood.
Okay, it makes sense. We release the souls. We don't fix the Hollowborn problem, but we stop more Hollowborn being born.
Strengthen the souls of those who remain. Prepare them to face the challenges that will follow. Pledge that you will do this, and we will grant you a power fit for the finest warrior who ever lived.
Okay.
Betray us, and my beasts shall track you down. Our allegiance is not to be accepted and cast aside.
Okay. Into essence to strengthen the deerwood. I need to think about this. I would hear what the other gods have to say first.
Consider and calculate, but decide.
Okay, so we actually have to pick one of the choices. Okay. Galwain's hand falls, the growling pack lunges into the circle, the vision vanishes an instant, returning you where burning candles replaced by glowing eyes of Galwain's beasts. Now, did he give us loot, or did we just get XP? Bound and buried. Superstitious folk near the road's end have acted on a rumor that a hair of a dead virgin was bound and buried alive. What? Can cure Hollowborn, but not only has it resulted in horrific attacks against young women, but unscrupulous merchants have taken selling bits of hair to those who don't have any stomach to perform the act themselves. Okay. Binding rope, copper in treasure, minor item. I wonder what binding rope is. We're going to assign our psychic to that mission. And we are going to take a look at the Trials of Durance. Learning that Wotica is responsible for Widewain's legacy leaves many questions about the circumstances of the Saints' War and destruction of Yothus. Durance may have further insight. Okay. We haven't gone to Noonfrost yet. We haven't... Dream and Memory. Old King and the New Queen. Okay. I supported Sul as Galwain's established champion. The general plot continues. Council to the Stars, descend into the pit. I have learned the brutal isle can be reached from Old Song. The gods are willing to offer great power in exchange for promise. I deal with the souls in a manner of their choosing. There will be a price for betrayal. Okay, and who's the other god that we completed the thing? Bereth. Pray to Bereth. Squinting into the distance, figure, first when you another version of Archdruid Reston, and then you notice the figure's skeletal frame and richest grin. He stands in front of another skull gate, but this one leads down and not onward. He beckons for you to approach. That must be the usher. Behind you is a woman, her skin milk pale against black hair. She wears a suit of armor so dark that to suck the light from the stars, the road winds up a mountain behind her.
A toll, traveler.
And the Pallid Knight. Pay the Pallid Knight? You drop a few coppers into her hand and she closes her fist around the coins. You instantly feel a small weight added to your purse. Okay. The lord of this road demands a toll of all, but lends generously, that all might travel his road again. Behind you the usher grins his lipless smile and waits. The road bores into the mountain and you find yourself in a gigantic cavern. The ceiling curves up and away. It is dotted with moisture. At this distance, the shining beads look like stars clustered around constellations. The usher and the pallid knight lead you up a trail carved into the edge of the cavern. 2 identical cave mouths wait ahead, and you follow the usher to one of them. Standing at the edge and gazing down, you see an endless, ever-changing plain bisected by a road. Only then you realize that you are no longer on the road. As you follow the road to the point where it disappears below you, you realize that you are standing in one of the eye sockets of a massive skull. The usher points to the road. The archdruid Reshton appears below you. He's just as you remembered him, stern and smooth-skinned. Yet, each step along the road, he grows, swelling with blood and essence. His heavy steps become slower and slower until he stops altogether. His distended body fills the path completely.
You met a dwarf traveling this road. What did you do?
Reston had stood in place for too long. I merely set him moving again. The pallid knight's flesh is taut against her skull. She nods once, barely dipping her chin.
Life is kinetic. Forward motion. 100 beginnings and endings nested within 1,000,000 more.
Sure. Circle of life and death. As Reshton's swollen body erupts, the effect is like a dam bursting. Ghostly figures and hazy, indistinct wisps of smoke continue along the cleared path. Some tumble and rush along with others, amble and drift, but all continue forward. The usher directs your attention to another figure moving down the path. This time, you see the High Oviate Arona. As she follows the road, her movements become slow and erratic. Her legs creak with each step, and her feet grow long, thick roots that burrow into the ground. She finally stops, rooted in place.
You found a tree that had lived for centuries. Its roots were deep, and its boughs sheltered many. Why did you cut it down?
Trees don't belong in the road. I thought that if I cleared the tree, maybe the Lord of the Road would grant me a boon. I tired of the tree's endless riddles. It was a parasite. While its branches sheltered others, its roots sucked them dry. Trees don't belong in the road. Fuck it.
The Lord of the Road does not trade favors.
Well, fuck you then.
He grants passage and extracts his toll. Nothing more. But it may be that in serving his interests, you further your own.
Yeah. We want to gank Theos. Arona's body petrifies below, and the shimmering leaves her hair blown down the path. You seek another who has lived his lives on the brink of the cycle. He sits on the inside of the wheel, observing its revolutions. With each life, he is plucked from the stream and returned to it intact. Why do you hunt Theos? Theos has entrapped thousands of souls for Wotica. I have got to stop him from giving her absolute power. Revenge. I seek resolution. In confronting him, I put an end to the pain he has caused me. No, he's entrapping loads of souls. He's causing the... So, I'm picking number 1. He has entrapped thousands of souls. This has caused loads of people to be born soulless, which is a complete disaster.
If you know this much, then another god has already spoken with you, and given you half of the answer.
Yes. Theos serves Wotica. She desires to escape from her own cycle. Power without decline. Theos has removed thousands of souls from the cycle so that their essence might empower her. You must stop him, and you must return them to the cycle. What end would it serve to send the souls back into the cycle? Why does Wodaka need Theos' help? And why do you need mine for that matter? The gods guide the souls through the cycle of death and rebirth, but Arona is the domain of mortals. We stand aside, weights and counterweights. Were one to alter the tides of Kith, all would follow. We would tip this world from its axis. That is why Wodaka directs a mortal to do her bidding, and why any who would stop Theos must be mortal as well. He's clearly not mortal. He's lived thousands of lifetimes. What end would serve... Why put them back in the cycle? Attending to these souls in question of stability, Watcher, maintaining the natural order of the world, the ebb and flow of essence. Couldn't they be returned to the Hollowborn? If Theos has meddled with these souls, perhaps it would be better to destroy them. Cycles are changeless and monotonous. Surely there's a better alternative. Okay, can they be returned to the Hollowborn? As battered, burdened things, do you mix soured wine with fresh? The kindness you lies in giving them a new beginning, not in shackling to this life. Look, here's the thing, right? If you put them back into the Hollowborn, they'll have a chance at this life, and then they'll die, and they'll go back into the cycle naturally. If Theos meddle with them, perhaps it would be better to destroy them. The cycle is merciless, but it is not wasteful. Time and the endless procession of rebirths eventually grinds souls into dust, but until then they must pass from the world and return to it. Their continued movement advances the cycle itself. Endless cycles are changeless and monotonous. Surely there's a better alternative. The illusion of revolution is merely part of another cycle, and a painful one. True change has structure, geometry, is the product of cycles within cycles, 1,000 gears spinning and moving the universe by degrees. I think I understand what you're telling me. What's wrong with Wodaka seizing this power? The cycle of Kith is a thing of balance, likewise the balance cycle of the gods. We rise and fall in favor with the mortals, only to fall and rise again. But Wodaka seeks power to place herself outside of the cycle. She would root herself and grow to the detriment of others. I think I understand what you're saying. I must go now.
No mortal can survive the descent into the pit. But there are souls on the burial isle that are pledged to me. I will grant them to you, and they shall bear you down safely, as well as light the way beyond.
A multitude appear... Okay, so why aren't those souls, like, cycling properly, huh? Huh? You hypocrite. Careful now. Don't let them hear you. Okay. So I don't think we need to return them to the cycle, Watcher. Promise that you will, and I shall give you power befitting of a champion of death. Accept my favor, however, and I will demand this decision as your due. I collect from all mortals in time. I would hear what the other gods have to say first. Do not delay long, Watcher. Theos seeks to do cannot be undone, even by the turning of the wheel. When you turn, you find yourself again standing in the chair. Okay. We are getting enough XP for everyone to level. Bound and buried. Time is passing while we're doing these missions. Bound and buried happened like just a second ago, turn 49, turn 50, turn 51. That was at the start of that conversation. What the hell happened there? How long are we talking to the gods for? Though Grieving Mother was unable to find sources of rumors plaguing Road's End, the surrounding earldom of Hell's Gate, the local authorities assisted in breaking up the mobs, punishing would-be murderers, and preventing more young women from being buried alive. Particularly large and violent mob at Kell Hill Cemetery required Grieving Mother to rally the local soldiers and put down primary troublemakers. On the body of the biggest belligerent, Grieving Mother found an odd magical rope that he intended to use on local young women. A wizard advisor suspected that the rope had been created by the same person responsible for spreading the rumors and inciting the attacks in the first place. A rope of constitution. This cruel instrument was created by a resident of Hell's Gate. Woo! Thank you for the follow, Fluffy Jaffa. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? We're very near the end of this game. Was time passing? Oh, I hope not. This cruel instrument was created by a resident of Hell's Gate. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Used to bind virgin girls and bury them alive. Later pulling the corpse from the ground to harvest the hair for a cure. Despite its nefarious purpose, the binding rope still possesses useful powers. It gives you +2 constitution. It's not that great. That's an interesting question, Jimmy. I'm going to just hit save. Right. And then... Is our cat dead? He's just lying on the ground there. Load game. So when we entered this room... When we entered this room... It was 1 hour ago. In game time. In game time, it was 4 months, 1 day and 23 hours when we entered this room. Like when we left Old Song, it was 1 day, 4 months, 1 day and 22 hours. Right? Then we came to Elm's Reach and it was 1 day and 23 hours. Then we came to Tir Evor. Like this is us arriving in the room. It was 1 day and 24 hours. And then just now when I saved it, it's 1 day and 24 hours. So no time really appreciably has passed since we started that mission. Why is the cat lying down? Why is the cat just sliding around on the floor dead? Why is the cat just sliding around on the floor? Orange tabby cat. Let's try cutest cat. Cutest cat is fine. So cutest cat was fine. Orange tabby cat. Okay, he's fine now. He's moving. He's alive. Visual error. It's just a visual error. Oh my god. Something fell on the floor there and I don't know what it was. That worries me. Okay. Alright, where are we for missions? We have the favor of 2 gods. We don't really. We want to do the nest above the clouds and fight the dragon. We've 10 minutes left. Let's get set up for that for Friday. And into the white go to Noonfrost in Twin Elms. Frost-hewn gate, pale elves, vision elves crumbling into snow. We can level some people, and we can talk with Durance. Oh man. Okay, we can't really give you anything here. We're probably not going to level again. No new class unlocks, but we can take a talent. We're not going to level. Okay, hold on. You missed scam time. Stands together in solidarity against the evil scam lord. Did I ever fix the scam command that tells us how many times there's been a scam? Looks like I didn't, Jer. Looks like I didn't. Thank you, Jimmy, for doing the shout out. We want to bump lore. We can't bump lore. Lore is stuck at 7. I'm going to bump survival. Accurate wounding shot, Acolyte's Radiance, Utility, Deep Pockets, Fast Runner, Gallant's Focus, Veteran's Recovery, Accurate wounding shot. We use that a lot. Apprentice Sneak Attack is just more damage. More damage, you can't really go wrong with more damage. 15% more range damage. I think we'll go with 15% more range damage. Done. Don't need to bump any of these stuff. I can bump stealth by a little, and then if we level again, I can bump survival. Right. Acolyte's Radiance, Novice's Suffering, Gallant's Focus, Offensive. Interrupting Blows is really good. Plus 15% interrupt, we'll go for that. So I think we're going to wrap up when we get to that new castle. Oh, the wizard levels. Oh, the wizard levels. So I don't want his lore to be 10. I want his mechanics to be higher. But I think I'm just going to bump his lore, because he can use the high-level scrolls. He gets to pick some 5th-level spells. Wall of Force, we haven't really... Wondrous Torment. Minus 10 Resolve, minus 10 Intellect, minus 10 Perception. Call to Slumber... Unconscious for 7 seconds. Malignant Cloud. Raw damage. But it's everyone. It's not foe. Bitter Mooring. Stuck Affliction becomes an anchor for Frigid Ray. No. I think we're going to take this Wondrous Torment. Form of the Helpless Beast. Oh. Turn people into pigs. Versus Fortitude. But this lowers their Resolve, Intellect, and Perception. That's 10% less likely to hit, 10% smaller area of effect, 10%... No, let's take polymorph to pig. Polymorph pig. Bonus 4th level spell slot. We're not really using them enough. Enigma's Charm. This is more charms. Hardened Veil. Wounding Shot. Veterans Recovery. Grants Veterans Recovering. No. Novice Suffering. Aspirant's Mark. Apprentice Sneak Attack. Bonus Spells. Hardened Veil. We don't really use it, but it's a good chance of deflecting. I'm going to take Hardened Veil. Although I may have missed... Together. You're strong together. Durance, we're going to talk to Durance. Keep an eye on the time. Okay. He's got lore 10. Give him more survival. You got 2 points. Don't give him any mechanics. Save them for later. Oh, he gets another one of these chants. Oh. The beast lit the night with its breath. Calls down a drake from the skies to fight for the party. Requires 5 phrases chanted. But calling down a drake. Summon 2 fearsome ogres to fight for the party. Rise again. Rise Scions of Adon. Revives allies in the area of effect with a small amount of endurance. That might be worth it. 7 nights she waited. Waited? 7 nights while the... 7 nights she waited while the white winds wept. Attacks enemies in 7 directions around the chanter with bolts of freezing ice. That's a lot of freezing ice. The bride caught their ruse and set to make them pay. We don't want anything to do with Drake, he's sus. Okay. The bride caught their ruse and set to make them pay. Empower allies in the area of effect with bonuses to dexterity, perception, and intellect. +5, +5, +5 for 42 seconds. Not good enough. The brideman slew 30 before they crossed half the hall. Empower allies in the area of effect with bonuses to might, constitution, resolve. Not good enough. Oh, but knock not on the door of Undrel and Girdel. Erdel and Girdle. 2 ogres? I think we're going Drake. 1 big, heavy hitter. We're going Drake. Unstoppable. And we're giving him body control, which stops him getting paralyzed, weakened, stunned, or petrified, because he keeps getting petrified. So I'm giving him body control. I don't know what's going to happen. Decisions made. Decisions, decisions, decisions. It is midnight. It is midnight. Durance needs to be leveled. Durance, we're going to give him lore for scrolls. And we're going to give him survival for survival. And we're going to give him Empowered interdiction. Plus 10 accuracy. Dazes for 8 seconds. Painful interdiction. Weakens the target. I think weakening the target, making it more likely to hit, or weakening them so other effects have more effect. I think I'm going to go with weakening them. Decisions being made real fast. Pop, 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 pop. That's what's happening. Okay. Okay, we're going to save it here. We're going to talk to Durance on Friday, because once we start talking to him, that's going to be a whole thing. So, save the game. Talk to Durance. Kill Dragon. Go Frost Moon. We're gonna get all of the gods' options to find out what all of the gods want us to do, right? And then we'll pick which god we're gonna tell we're gonna do your mission. So now we gotta raid somebody. Who we gonna raid? Who we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid at the raiding time? You gotta raid somebody tonight. Raiding. You've gotta raid somebody tonight. So, how do we feel about raiding people? It is midnight here in Ireland. It is bedtime. I've got to go to sleep. I want to try and get up early and go to the Gaim, to the gym. Didn't go to the gym today. Today was a bank holiday. My heel has been slowly healing. Hopefully it'll be healed well enough that I can run tomorrow. What kind of things are people in the mood to have raided into? Tomb Raider, PS1, 97 Sony television, CRT Rex. I've just realized CRT Rex's name is T-Rex, as in Tyrannosaurus Rex. And it's CRT, cathode ray tube, Rex, T-Rex. CR, T-Rex. I've only just realized that now. A lot of you are playing a James Bond game? What's the James Bond game? First Light? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I've only just realized that T-Rex thing. I feel he's not playing into the T-Rex part. Just released a week ago? That's way too new for us.
There you go.
I'm gonna raid CRT Rex just because I've only just realized that his name is by the people who made Hitman. I mean, I'm interested. No, I made my decision. We're set the raid up. We're right over there. Say hi to him. Go. I didn't get the T-Rex thing. I feel so slow. It's taken me like ages to cop. How did I not cop it? I was like, yeah, he's the king of CRTs. Rex meaning king. Oh my god.
Man. Bloody heck. Okay. Okay. I'm going to jump over. I will see you all on Friday. I've got to say the magic words. See you all on Friday. I will let you know. I'm trying. So my plan is, so on the gym plan, I'm moving gym day from Monday, Wednesday, Friday to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday mornings. This is going to be such a disaster for me. We'll see how it goes. I will let you know how it goes. By Friday, we'll find out. Raid is happening in a second. Sunset and Sea. Bye. See you all soon. Bye, 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 bye. See you on Monday. Bye. Raid 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raid.
Your steps, I guess I didn't. Yeah, it's a different place. I'm making a lot of progress here, to be honest. It's kind of fucked. Who goes there? Kiefer Geo, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in.
You've just literally arrived as I've raided out. I just raided out. I just did my countdown. Like the raid happened, and then it played the noise. So this is a secret secondary stream for you. Thank you for coming in, D4T. I'm going to do the shout out for you, but there's no one here to see you.
Collaring and
they are all over on they are all over on CRT Rex's stream.
Getting fucked with that last jump. I got to be careful. Oh,
hold on. I'm gonna say that on that channel.
A vintage set. It's been just procured this morning.
I don't know what happened there. How are you doing? How was your weekend?
Oh, it's a fucking weird ass, dark ass fucking corner that makes no fucking sense. Better nothing be hidden there. Let me tell you. Anything here? Talk about grasping for fucking straws.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. This isn't even my chat anymore because I raided the other stream.
Is that her partner or something? What is that?
And he was probably talking louder than me. Okay. I'm gonna bounce out. Thank you all for being here. Wow. Bye everyone. Thank you for being here. Good night. I could do another raid. Will that work? Hold on. CRT. Will this work? Will it let me do another raid? It will let me do another raid. But only 5 viewers are going on this raid. It says there's 20 viewers here. So my guess is, this is the craziest thing that happened. So I guess raiders don't automatically follow through to the next raid? I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea to try this. Oh, because I'm trying to raid D4T. That's why it can't raid. You're not even... Right. Hold on. CRT... Yeah, it's not going to work, guys. It's not going to work. Okay. I give up. Thank you for dropping by. Have a nice night. Sorry to die at the end of the raid. I have to go to bed. I have gym in the morning. I'm embarrassed this has happened. Good night. Not that embarrassed. I'm very grateful for the raid. But bye.